Hello and welcome to EU Tweets of the Week with me, Jack Parrock, filling in for Jennifer Baker. This week, it's interpretive dance in Parliament is just pure cringe. When it comes to NATO, Finland's no longer on the fringe, and Ukraine in Eurovision delivers an emotional twinge. Our sponsor this week is Aldi. To find out how Aldi aims to put citizens at the centre of the debate on Europe's future and make their voice heard, follow them online at Aldi Party. Right, the conference on the future of Europe ended on Monday, but a group of politicians want citizens' panels that were at its heart to become a permanent practice at EU level, as reported by Euractiv. The closing ceremony was quite something. Lawrence Ferenc tweeted this video of the beginning of the closing event of the Conference on the Future of Europe under the sign of culture with the choreography Dance l'Europe. You can keep your May 9th parade on Red Square, Putin, said James Crisp. Put this in your pipe and smoke it. And my take was, why does interpretive dance always look exactly the same? Just loads of arms waving and lunging around. Outside of the dancing, stuff did actually happen at the closing of the conference. French President Emmanuel Macron pitched a proposal on Monday for a new political European community that would allow Ukraine and others currently outside of the EU framework to become more closely involved. Someone ring that two-speed Europe bell immediately, I say. And John Worth wasn't at all impressed. Macron's EU ideas feel like an undergraduate EU politics essay, some intellectual coherence, but crumble on any contact with reality, he tweeted. Burn. Anyway, 13 EU countries were having none of the conference's recommendations, especially the ones which would require changing the EU's treaties. Thank you for democratic debate and inspiring ideas at the conference, but all of us are against unconsidered and premature treaty change. Europe must deliver real results, no time for institutional discussions. That was Denmark's EU representation's tweet, but the other countries also posted that statement. I like the smell of democratic experiments in the morning, tweeted DG Meme. Now, moving on. Finland must apply for NATO membership without delay, according to a statement from the country's Prime Minister and President, which paves the way for NATO accession, reported Rosie Burchard. It reverses decades of military non-alignment and is an enormous shift in Europe's security landscape brought about by Russia's invasion of Ukraine, she said. Heidi Viljama tweeted that previously only 6% of Russia's borders aligned with NATO countries, but in the near future, there's a 100% growth in that as Finland's 1,380-kilometre border joins the alliance, more than all the other NATO countries combined. Paul van der Meer pointed out that Sweden will make a similar statement in the coming days. Well done, Putin, he said. And Le Choux broke the news that the Finnish government supports NATO's bid to join Finland. Is Russia still calling for the Finlandization of Ukraine, asked Dimitar Bechev, in reference to the Kremlin's prior statements about how Ukraine's security should be arranged. And Carl Bildt reckons it's reasonable to expect a quick Finlandization of the security policy choice of Sweden. And brace yourselves, it's Eurovision again. With today's brief, Euractiv's kicking off its special coverage of Eurovision 2022. You got that right, said our Gerard Fortuna. Ukraine got through Tuesday's Eurovision semi-final, tweeted superfan Dave Keating. Bookies have got them on as favourite to win on Saturday with a 50% chance, but the juries are instructed not to vote for political reasons. Inevitably, the war is looming large over this year's. Ukraine's entry, Kalish Orchestra, told Benjamin Butterworth they're doing it to make their friends killed by Russia proud. If I win, I'll have the feeling that I've done everything possible for my country, they said. And while there is this serious angle because of the war, remember, it is all meant to be fun. It's finally time for Eurovision, tweeted this fan account with a meme perfectly depicting how the rest of the world sees Europe during this week. For a fact, if you hate Eurovision, you're a bad person. That's my opinion anyway. Join Jennifer next week for more snarks and larks in the Brussels Twitter sphere. Ta-ra.